What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another film review. And today we're going back on the Marvel train, taking a look at the last Marvel movie that I have watched, and the last one for the year, which is obviously The Marvels. Came out roughly around the same time as Aquaman, and it is another Captain Marvel movie, and we all know how the first one turned out. I enjoyed it, but it was absolutely destroyed by the public and critics, but I enjoyed the first one, so I was quite happy to watch the second one, and I didn't go into it with a negative view on the first movie. I quite enjoyed the first movie, so I went into it with an open mind and ready for a good time. But yeah, it didn't live up to the first movie, and I'm going to be honest, wasn't the best Marvel movie we've seen, and I feel like the MCU is very hit and miss lately, with Guardians being a banger, Loki being a banger, Ant-Man being shit, Secret Invasion being shit, and now Captain Marvel being shit. But let's get into what Google has to say about Captain Marvel. Google has given it a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 62 on Rotten Tomatoes, so it isn't all bad. But Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has reclaimed her identity from the tyrannical Kree and taken revenge on the Supreme Intelligence. However, unintended consequences see her shouldering the burden of a destabilized universe. When her duties send her to an anonymous wormhole linked to the Kree revolutionary, her powers become entangled with two other superheroes to form the Marvels. So, we have Kamala Khan just chilling in her room, drawing. We have Captain Marvel living on her own in a spaceship with Goose and traveling around being like Nick Fury's intelligence, like spy, going across different planets and saving them. She then goes to a peace treaty and causes a fuss because they stole a bangle from a comet and sucked the atmosphere from the planet. Because she sucked the atmosphere, it caused a broken wormhole, a broken gateway, which is basically what the Guardians use to travel across the multiverse, travel across the galaxy. And yeah, when they touch that, Monica touches one at the exact same time, and Kamala's powers are linked to that broken portal. So they are now all intertwined, and every time they try and use their power at the same time, they'll swap. So Captain Marvel goes to the peace treaty and tries to take down the Kree and ends up getting into a fight with the Kree. Obviously, she tries to take them down, so it's going to start a fight. She then swaps places with Photon and Miss Marvel, and in between Nick Fury's spaceship and Kamala Khan's home, they are teleporting around and bringing the Kree with them. So there is Kree on the spaceship and Kree in Kamala's home, and they're all having a fight, and to be fair, it was all really cool how they kept swapping between each other, but still managing to fight decently well. And we then have Nick Fury coming down to Kamala's home, basically telling her, hey, powers are intertwined, you're going to be in a mission with these two. She gets all fangirly, and Captain Marvel really doesn't want to be part of a team, but she then gets forced to be part of the team by Fury. They all fight the Kree, and basically they destroy the Skrull planet, taking more of the atmosphere away. So those three are now together. They bring Valkyrie from Thor: Love and Thunder to take care of all the Skrull that they dehomed, and now they have to go to New Asgard, so they're all on Earth. They then have Nick Fury taking care of the family on the planet, on the space station. They go off on a journey throughout space to a water planet, which uses song as their main form of language because the Kree want to steal the atmosphere, to steal water, and steal the sun, because that is what was destroyed when Captain Marvel destroyed the Supreme Intelligence, because she thought she was doing them a favor and setting them all free, but she didn't. She caused them into ruin, turmoil, and a civil war, which destroyed the planet and made the air unbreathable. We then continue to the water planet where Captain Marvel, sorry, I get those two mixed up, but she's basically now the princess, because she married into the family, the royal family, and they basically start an uprising, fight against the evildoer, and lose. Ms. Marvel makes them retreat, They all get angry at each other, they all forgive each other in the next 5 seconds, and go to Earth because, she wants to steal the sun. So they warn Nick Fury, who evacuates everyone inside of Goose's litter, because Goose has a fuck ton of babies. Don't know how Goose was, able to produce that many babies, or who impregnated Goose if she was chilling with Captain Marvel the entire time, but don't think about that too hard. We then go to the final fight on the spaceship right outside the sun, where Ms. Marvel gets her bangle stolen. The villain kills herself by opening a broken gate, which breaks the multiverse and creates a multiversal portal into another dimension. Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel get the bangles back, put them on, and shoot a load of energy at Photon, who goes to the other side of the portal, closes it, and gets trapped there. We then have Captain Marvel fulfilling a promise, restoring the sun on Kree, and then going away. We never see what actually happens to her after that. Ms. Marvel, however, goes back home and tells Nick Fury what happened. Monica then wakes up, and she's sat with her mother, which is the Captain Marvel of that world, and also the Beast from X-Men. That's where the story ends, and that was the last secret ending. So, gonna be honest, the villain was very shit at acting. I did not like the villain. She was not a very convincing villain. He was a pretty crappy villain as well. She was using Ronin's hammer, which still had Power Stone energy, I guess. And I don't get how that works, I'm going to be honest. I do believe the Power Stone is in the hands of the Nova Corps. So how did they get the Power Stone back? Or at least the hammer to have the Power Stone? Kamala Khan was very annoying to start with all the fangirling, but she toned it down towards the end of the film, so it was okay, I guess. I know it's written into a character that she's a fangirl of Captain Marvel, but it was really over the top and really annoying throughout the entire first part of the film. And it sort of set up a sort of resentment towards her, with Captain Marvel not being what she thought she was and not saving everyone. And they never really did anything with that. They tried to set up like this, don't look up to your heroes aren't always who they say they are sort of trope, but never really went anywhere, and she just sort of forgave her straight away. Like, she just watched half of this scroll die because of what Captain Marvel decided to do, and she got a little bit pissed off, but then, forgive her 5 seconds later. They seem to be quick at forgiving each other in this movie, because Captain Marvel didn't want to leave the water planet. She wanted to save it. She didn't want everyone to die. She didn't want the water to disappear. She wanted to keep fighting. But, Ms. Marvel wanted to protect her bangles, so she left. And technically, Ms. Marvel did exactly what Captain Marvel did on the first planet. And, Captain Marvel was quite serious. She wanted to stay. She was very adamant in staying. And she got angry for all of 3 minutes and then forgave them. That was it. They had a very serious heart-to-heart of like, we don't need you to be Captain Marvel, we just need you to be our aunt. That was it. So it was very quick to forgive each other. I thought it was quite rushed in some areas, especially the final fight. Most final fights nowadays aren't this grand big gesture of the villains overcoming their sort of like past failures. It's just a quick 3-4 minute fight and then the villain's gone. They set this villain up to be like massive and powerful because Captain Marvel, she took out Thanos pretty quickly and she was very strong against Thanos. Are you telling me this bad guy, this villain from this movie is supposed to be a Thanos level threat? No, I don't think so. And again, it's more use of the multiverse, which is getting very overdone in Marvel, and I feel like this is the weakest one. The multiverse that Photon fell into, Monica Rambeau, seemed no different to their own. Like, in the background, when she was going through the portal, it just felt like it had our universe with a red tint on it. It didn't look anything different. It just looked like a normal portal to a different part of space that Guardians of the Galaxy has already done. It didn't feel special. It didn't feel as like it was a different universe. And it didn't feel like much of a threat that Monica Rambeau was sacrificing herself. But she's in the X-Men now. We'll probably see her appear in Deadpool when he appears in the X-Men dimension, whatever dimension they're calling it. And it was really interesting to see the Beast. I genuinely cannot wait to see him again in live action. Beast is one of my favorite X-Men alongside Gambit and Deadpool. So hopefully we get to see those very soon. But the action sequences were cool. I liked the swapping aspect. I thought that was done really well, with each one of them swapping places mid-battle and having them learn how to, manage it. And I felt like the training montage of them catching balls and skipping was very shit. It wasn't like battle training. It was quite crap, I'm going to be honest. The training was pretty basic and didn't feel like it would be able to translate into battle well, but they pulled it off, and it was Kamala Khan's first appearance in a movie, which again was pretty cool. I enjoyed seeing her in a movie, not just on a Disney Plus series. I didn't really enjoy Miss Marvel's show, just story-wise, but I enjoy her character. I think she is a cool character. And Kate Bishop had a cameo at the end as well, with Kamala Khan putting together the Young Avengers, with Ant-Man's daughter and Kate Bishop, and that's pretty much it. The set, again, I feel like there could have been a better set with Lego. They could have done a better job with the Marvel sets. But other than that, I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. It was okay. I'm glad I watched it, but I won't watch it again. It's like another mediocre MCU movie. It wasn't as bad as Ant-Man Quantumania, but it wasn't anything spectacular like Guardians of the Galaxy level. It was just okay. It was very mid. So I am going to give it that 6 out of 10. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you all have an amazing day. Stay home and stay safe. And if you do want more from me, want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, please do click the link in the description, and then it'll take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator. So you can go see my TikTok, my Twitch, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Cameo, whatever else you want to see from me, it's probably on there. So other than that, bye-bye.